Alright, we're working on the overhead valve again, and I got Mike here.
How you doing?
And he's just been laying it out. He took the plate I made, and it's got some cross hatches on it and everything like that. I think he's right now... your plan is to bore a hole in that, right, Mike? And then, cut that down a little bit so you have a little thing to push in there?
Well, I'm going to drill a hole and I'm going to ream it to 5/16. And then I'm going to take our brass here and turn down a shoulder on the brass to like a light press fit into that 5/16 hole, and also around the outer diameter of the hex here, above that shoulder, also put a little chamfer on it so that when we press the hex into that hole, there's a little bit of chamfer for the solder to flow into. So I think drilling that hole and silver soldering this on here is going to be more than sturdy.
Yeah, I think so,
more than sufficient for its application. Because you got to remember that, you know, the rocker arms are going to be right up against the outside of the hex here. You know, they're not going to be out far like that. They're going to be literally right up against the hex, and probably about that high up off the plate.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be high and wide. They're going to be up, narrow, short. So I think.
And these springs, a factory spring isn't stiff at all. So.
No, I mean I don't know what the
tension is,
poundage or the tension is on them. So I don't know. That's maybe 2 pounds force, 3 pounds maybe.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I don't foresee any problems.
You know, we could check it out if we really are curious.
Yeah, we're not curious.
So.
We're not curious. We got too much to do.
And the valve lift is about 3/16 of an inch, so it's kind of hard for me to gauge, but that's about the total travel right there of the valve. So, you know, we got there's going to be a gap before we get any coil bind.
Coil bind.
You know.
Stop. I think he made that up.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be all right.
All right. You keep messing with that. I'm working on this other engine.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna keep checking in on you. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. How big is that whole thing gonna be, Mike?
What's that?
How tall?
Probably 1 3/8 to 1.5 inches.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But you got to put 3 or 4 inches in there just so you have something to work with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably only, let's see what it is. It's probably only 2 inches long, if that.
That looked like 3 inches to me.
Does it? I don't know. Well.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Whatever.
Give us a little extra room to work if we make a mistake.
Yeah. Make 2 of them in case.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll work. So we're going to turn that down. I should have had that sticking out a bit farther, because we're going to have to turn the shoulder down here. So pull it out a little farther. Pull it out to about there. We'll face it again. And
let me get back here. I don't have any glasses on.
All right.
Mike's cutting the stock for the rocker arms now. He's just putting a hole through the center. And then we're going to cut them for length.
Right.
And you got the stud over here. We didn't solder or braze it in yet. It's just sitting there. And he laid it out to where he's got to put a little hole in there. And we'll go from there. There you go. Looks like Mike's all the way through. Drill both of them at once.
Yep. That's a ream. We just reamed it to 1/4 inch.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Alright, Mike's got it reamed out over here. And you got a piece of 1/4 inch stock here.
I'm going to chip in there, darn it. There you go. Yeah, well, we're going to use this. This isn't hardened or anything. We might harden it later But yeah, we just reamed those to 1/4 inch, so that should just drop right in there, nice and
Hey, look at that.
nice and snug.
Wow.
So I'm gonna take these out of the vise.
We might put bushings in there. We were going to put bushings. We got 2 of them here.
Yeah, those are oil light bushings, and they're not all that precision.
They're,
really.
yeah, they're sloppy. Stick one on there, Mike.
Actually, let's see. I mean,
Yeah, look how sloppy it is.
they feel all right, but they are. I don't know. You can't tell from looking at the camera, but
Yeah.
I mean they're
Sloppier, sloppier than we like.
yeah they're okay if you have a motor shaft, one on each end, but
Yeah, or use them
you
for
know.
wheels or something, but
yeah.
we want something that's a little more precise. So we're gonna go with the steel for now, and if we're gonna ream them out and bush them later, we will.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna get an oil hole, so they can be oiled, but of course this is just it's rough. The rock arm's not shaped yet, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna be just a big ugly square thing,
No.
They'll be shaped and nice looking.
Yeah, they'll be good looking. They'll look like something you see on a Corvette or something.
Yeah, right.
Maybe a Lamborghini. Alright, Mike's got the hole bored in the side there, the 1/4 inch hole, and now he's just tapping the top.
Mm-hmm.
That'll hold our post in.
Yep, that's going to be the one 1032 set screw that, right, it's going to hold the rocker arm shaft in.
Yeah. For right now, we're not going to round it. We're going to round the top off, but not for now. We're just going to mock it up, and then we'll do that later on.
Right.
Just before we solder it.
Right.
Alright, keep going, buddy.
Okay.
Alright, we got all of the rough stock cut, so at least I can try and shape the rocker arms now. Show them what's going on there, Mike.
Alright, I'll take the push rods
Yeah,
out of here.
take them out for now. He's got, like I say, he's got our hole in here, and this thumb screw is just so we can loosen and tighten that. But that's actually going to be a set screw, and the top here we're going to round off and shape a little bit. But
Right. So right now this is just a slit fit, tight slit fit in the base plate here. So that's going to get pushed together, and then
soldered.
chamfered, soldered, all that good stuff. Got a little steel pin here. This isn't hardened or anything. We'll probably end up hardening it by the time this is all said and done. So
We'll have to drill holes in that for our little cotter pins.
Yeah,
You know, a couple of people suggested putting circlips on there and stuff, but it wouldn't look period correct for us.
no, and they're ugly to begin with.
Yeah.
So
So we're going to go with cotter pins.
yeah, I got you. And that's going to be locked in place with a single set screw. We'll grind a little flat on it so we don't bugger it up when we crank it down. And then these pieces of 1/2 inch square are gonna form our rocker arms. So they're reamed, drilled and reamed, set right on there, and we're gonna form the rocker arms out of those.
I'm probably going to cut maybe a 1/4 inch on this side. How's that sound, Mike?
Yeah, 1/4 inch past
And then-
the valve stem, and we can shape it.
And then this is where our thing will be, and I'll go maybe I'm going to go a little bit longer than there, and we'll come back if we have to, because we got to that's where our adjustment's going to be.
Well, yeah, because we're gonna have to thread the rocker arm. I don't know what yet. Maybe a 1224 thread, and that'll be our adjustment for our valve clearances. You see, the rocker arms are, they're a little tilted down right now, because what we're going to do with these is we're going to drill a pocket and press in a steel ball bearing in the ends of these rocker arms, so that and we'll press the ball bearing in and peen over around it, so it's held captive in the rocker arms, and that will actually be what makes contact on the valve stem. So instead of having a big square thing on a valve stem, you just have the ball.
Right. That'll be equivalent to a roller
Well, you want to minimize the contact area, and it's got to be a hardened contact, because the hardened valve stem. I don't know if it's hardened, but I'm sure it's something a little bit harder than just regular steel, mild steel. That'll eat right into these if there's no
protector.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, so that's where we're at, and it's getting a little late. Mike's got to get up early again.
Always.
So I'll finish this up. I'll cut this down to size and shape them up a little bit and get it ready to go.
All right.
So that's where we're at. All right. So what do you say? Enough of this?
Enough of this.
All right. Guess we got over here. That's right, Daddy Dirt Bike. Alright, we'll see you guys on the next one.